So I recently watched the trailer for League of Legends, and I absolutely loved it. And eventually I will get to be playing it, but I started thinking while I was watching the trailer, what if there was a video game, kind of like an MMORPG, where, don't get me wrong, don't lose me here, but it was having the choice of being either a wild horse, a domesticated horse, or a human being. And if you were to be a wild horse, there would be multiple herds you can choose from that are computer based, basically meaning that all colors of the horses, everything about them is, randomized, so you don't obviously pick it. There would be one male stallion, aka stallion, obviously, who would be the lead in each herd, and then they would have 5 to 10 mares which were females, that would also be part of the herd that you could choose from. And basically, if you're a wild horse, you choose the lead stallion of the herd you want to be in, and breed them to one of the mares in the herd. And once the foal is born, you're the foal. And, as you play the game, you learn how to eat, to drink, to run around, to move around, and stuff like that, until you learn all the basics. And you get basically trained by your lead stallion on how to do everything and how to fight. And then as soon as you're old, like if you're born a male, if you choose to be a male when your foal is born, basically when you're old enough to leave the herd, you leave the herd, and then you go out and search for any mares that you find, or you steal them from another herd. And then if you want territory, which you obviously will eventually need in the game, you'd take the territory and you'd fight the lead stallion who owns that territory. And if you win by using different, combinations as a horse, obviously there's not weapons or anything, but if you won the territory, you get the territory and the other stallion leaves. And then from there you can steal mares to have in your herd, and then you continue to reproduce over a span. You can eventually name your herd if you win a herd, like if you end up winning over mares and, you add them to your herd and stuff. Or, fighting off wild predators, obviously, throughout the game when you learn to fight. And if you die, you die and you start over, basically. Or you could be a domesticated horse, and basically it's being bred between two horses that are already in captivity, and you get trained by humans and you get ridden by them and stuff like that. And then or you could be human, and as a human you can customize your own character, obviously. For all of them you can customize your first character, but if you're human you can customize your character, and then you can build a ranch, name your ranch, stuff like that, paint the wood whatever color you want, stuff like that, anything that basically is creating your own ranch. And then basically, you can go out and train the horses that you have, and you can buy horses from other ranches and stuff like that. Or you can go out and brave the wild and catch a wild horse or a couple, and you raise them, you breed them, you train them, and stuff like that. And you can sell them for profit, or you can breed them for profit, or put them up for studs so that you can breed them. And then if you can, in the game, if you reach a legendary level or whatever by completing all of the achievements you need, you can be the predator, and you can go after wild horses, and you can, attack them and eat them and stuff like that until you die. And then after legendary mode, there could be a rarity mode or whatever, where you can breed certain horses to get like a mystical creature, like, a unicorn or a pegasus and stuff like that. And then I don't know. There's not a lot of people I know who would enjoy the game, but if, there are those of you who like horse games, such as riding club and Star Stables and stuff like that, or like even Barbie Adventure for a good example, I guess, and stuff like that, then I guess, I'm hoping I can find a good game developer who's willing to put up the idea and at least give it a try and have like a demo or something that we can try out. And I'm hoping that it could be on like a game system. Like, computer's okay, I'm not very good with computers, but it'd be nice to have like Xbox or something like that and see where it goes. And if you want to know anything else, just comment or message me, or you can find me on Horse Isle 2 in the life cycle mode as 7 simple sins for each word being smushed together, but a capital letter for each S. Or you can find me as X7, which is SE, there's a 7 for a V, and then ENX. Or you can find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/spency.setshisfriendsonfire. And but if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll give you as much info as I can. Hopefully we can turn it into a big game. I'd really like to see it go, but I guess we'll find out, right? Peace.